The Philadelphia 76ers are in first place in the Eastern Conference, are 11-0 when their starters play together, have an overall record of 15-6, have the best home record in the league, and just beat the Pacers coming back from a 16-point deficit in the fourth quarter. Things are looking good, but for some reason, they still have one glaring flaw. They cannot seem to win many games when Joel Embiid doesn't play. We're going to take a look at why. A big what's up to everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I told y'all I was going to drop another vid this evening, and here it is. I am not a fraud, unlike last year's Sixers team. But the point still stands. Why can't the 76ers win without Joel Embiid on the court? Well, good question. I have three theories. The first is because, well, Embiid isn't playing. 7-foot Kansas product, affectionately known as JoJo, who I didn't call that for many years, fun fact, is having an MVP season, as we all know. Like, he is literally a game changer on the floor. Let's look at the numbers. Looking at this joint, like, it is apparent that Joel Embiid is one of the best basketball players out in the game right now. Currently, he has the fourth highest points per game total in the league. He's top 20 in blocks per game. The usage rate, like that's a very big indicator of his impact. He's fifth in the league. He is first in player efficiency rating, has the second highest win shares. It truly shows the value Embiid brings to a team. And I mean, for all intensive purposes, adds to his MVP resume. It didn't show on this jump, but his defensive rating is like top 10. Free throws, that's a big one. Second in the league in free throws behind James Harden. All of that is gone when he is not on the floor. Now, looking less deep into the individual stats, let's look at how the team overall performs. This one was provided by ESPN, our favorite sports entertainment news network. I'm joking, obviously. From here, it shows that the team flat out struggles without their star. Look at the point per game differential. It drops 13.3 points. That is a lot in the grand scheme of things, especially if we're so used to scoring the ball at our own pace. This one I got from my man Quadrique. The interesting tidbit here is that opponent field goal percentage goes below league average with Embiid in the lineup, and when he is not, it shoots back up above league average. So like the nerd that I am, I created a chart that basically compared the 76ers points per game, field goal percentage, blocks per game, 3-point percentage, and defensive rating with Joel, without Joel, and the NBA average. In every statistical category shown here, without the big man playing, the 76ers fall below NBA average. Other than in blocks, we do decrease from 6.6 to 5.8, but the 5.8 is still above league average, and that's probably because Dwight Howard is a monster off of the bench. Looking at defensive rating, it may be a little confusing. We are 106.7, and in that category, the lower your rating is, the better. So this just gives another snapshot. And us getting worse without him playing actually makes sense, because even during the game, when he's sitting down for a rest, our offensive rating drops from 13.5 to negative 6.1. Like literally going from a positive amount to a negative amount, meaning we get extra worse. We stall. We don't know how to score. We can't, drive our offense. Defensive rebounding goes down, as well as steals. So all in all, not having a big game changer piece on the floor gives the opponent one less thing to worry about. Not having JoJo kill you on the glass defensively and just being a terror on the offense creates easy pathways for the opponents to do what they do best. So reason 2, honestly, is a lack of true depth at the 4 and 5 positions. Now, before I keep going in, Dwight is a good backup. This is not any condemnation on him and his play. Honestly, he is one of the reasons why we are first place in the league right now, being the captain of the bench. But we have to talk about his offensive fouling. The boy loves to foul. Now, I'm not sure if that's just because he is so physically imposing and he can't help himself, or that's just because he is older. That always slows down the damn game, and it gets so annoying, especially when, when the bench comes and there is a foul, the likelihood is going to be on big ass Dwight Howard, but that just comes with what he brings. So Dwight is also not good at the free throw line, which does decrease our chance at adding points. And to be honest, Bradley and Portier are just okay. Now, I mean, they are the third and fourth stringers, but I mean, when Joel isn't playing and we have to rely on those two for meaningful minutes, it just doesn't bode well for us. And that's how, most of the teams who had beat us, especially the Cavs, exploited those bench minutes. They went at Bradley. They went at Portier. Looking at the four, we have a depth issue there. We're thin as hell. Tobias is our only competent four-piece right now. Mike Scott is not it. I've been saying this for a minute, even last year, but Mike Scott, his best days are behind him. The Hive has ended. The Hive has flown away to another state. Like, it is time to move on from Mike Scott. Between his injuries and his streaky shooting, that is not cohesive enough for us to actually win a title. Because in the playoffs, they're going to come at that. They are really going to expose Mike Scott not being reliable. We need more forward depth for Toby is basically all I'm trying to say. So who can we get to bolster our bench in these positions? I would say Ersan Ilyasova, PJ Tucker, maybe K Love. Don't bring me no Nemanja Bjelica. No. Once again, no Nemanja Bjelica, the little snake boy. But yeah, we need to fix that right now. And 3, obviously, because Ben hasn't played his best. LOL. He's only averaging a measly 12.3 points when he is by himself and Embiid isn't playing, and that is not good. That's not cutting it. Benny, 1 point. That's not cutting it. And it's not like you can't do it. Like, we saw you as a rookie lead a 16-game win streak. And for those saying that he can't carry a team by himself, I will refer you to these games. Overall, he just got to be better. So, a recap of why the Philadelphia 76ers are 0-4 without Joel Embiid playing is 1, Joel is a literal MVP candidate, so his absence will always be felt. 2, a lack of depth at the 4/5 position in our backcourt. And 3, Benny plays no bueno in 2021 right now. But with that being said, our last 2 losses without Joel Embiid were pretty winnable games. The one with Memphis, we were down for most of the whole time, but Shake balled out and he got in his head that he was going to will the team himself. And the only reason we lost by 2 was because of mental mistakes and some BS possessions in the guts of the game, with Ben doing an air pass, Tobias stepping out of bounds, and Danny Green missing a few shots. And in the Detroit game, Toby and Ben missed critical free throws at the end. I remember it was like Josh Jackson. He got a flagrant, and we had a chance to score 6 points to bring the game down to I want to say a 4 or 5 point game. And Toby and Ben missed all 3. Not clutch. Whatever. But with that being said, all is not lost. The only reason we were still in those games is because we have talent. I need Bulls to at least go 500 when Joel is out, just for my sanity, because it's looking like if Joel gets injured, knock on wood, we're done. Straight, point blank, period. So yeah, before I go, I would be remiss if I did not sing praises to 2 basketball legends who passed away this week, Sekou Smith and John Chaney. First, Sekou, I watched him on NBA TV growing up, that he didn't take himself too seriously. Like, he was so cool on certain broadcasts. And I also admire the fact that, he didn't have to change who he was to speak professionally in front of millions of folks. He didn't have to, get all so-called professional in environments where people expect you to speak and look a certain way. And that's just dope. That's an inspiration for me and what I'm trying to do while expanding my own brand. And then John Chaney, a Philly legend who is stamped. For the young boys who is listening to the sound of my voice, look him up if you don't know about him. You'll definitely learn something. He put Philly college ball on the map, and even off the floor, him just being a upstanding human being. Thank you to both of these giants, these men, these great black men, for being a huge reason of why basketball is a part of my DNA and why I'm a basketball junkie. May your legacy and energy continue forever out in the universe. So for those of you who made it this far into my video, I implore you to call up that person, friend, or family member who you haven't talked to in a minute. Death is very real. It can happen in an instant. So, just call them straight up, nothing else to say about that. And also, let's start giving people their flowers while they are here on Earth. Because once again, we really don't know. So call that compadre who you haven't spoken to in a minute and say, what's up? Yeen told you to call him. I'm pretty sure they'll understand. But that's about it. I appreciate everybody for pulling up and listening to a brother think. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. I'm almost at 400 subs. It's been a crazy stretch of YouTube videos, but I thank you so much. A lot of thank yous for supporting a brother, and we're only going to grow from here. So as always, your boyfriend is mad because the process worked. My name is Cain, and I will see you next time. Peace.